Okay, so our next article is talking about Twitch. Why Twitch has signaled a recommitment to creators at IAB NewFronts. And why did they not signal this to us? To the actual creators? What's Twitch? God. Twitch communicating to creators? No, definitely not. That's definitely not happening here, okay? But they did so they were at this thing called NewFronts, which is a interactive advertising bureaus, like some sort of thing, I guess. So I'm going to show you guys what Amazon put out, and then we'll talk about kind of the interpretation on DigiDay. We have an article on DigiDay. Amazon unveils new content and advertising products across Amazon Freevee, Prime Video, and Twitch at NewFronts 2022. Amazon executives and talent took the stage today at the Interactive Advertising Bureau's NewFronts to unveil a slate of content and technologies that will deliver viewers and create more opportunities for companies to build their brands across Amazon Freevee, Thursday Night Football on Prime Video, and Twitch. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So they have IMDb TV, and they renamed it to Freevee, for those that are wondering. Thursday Night Football, blah, blah. Yes. Yep. Okay. Virtual product placement. Okay, cool. Interesting. After filming has wrapped. That's pretty interesting. All right. So here's what we care about. New opportunities for brands on Twitch. Twitch announced for Twitch with Twitch. A selection of creator-driven content on the interactive live streaming service that is curated for brands looking to connect with Twitch's deeply engaged community. For Twitch with Twitch includes content from Twitch's owned and operated channels such as Twitch Rivals, Twitch Sports, and Twitch Gaming, as well as individual creator-led passion projects. For Twitch with Twitch celebrates the unique concepts and content from the Twitch creator community, provides opportunities for advertisers to authentically invest in a popular live community-first content on Twitch. Twitch also discussed community-first programming such as Pog Picks, the interactive live shopping game show, original shows around college basketball such as Let's Go College Hoops and Superfan Face-Off, and the upcoming live unboxing show Drops with Swag. Additionally, Twitch showcased a program called Co-op Drops, where brands can present drops, an existing popular Twitch experience where in-game rewards are granted to viewers for watching streams on Twitch, to integrate themselves into popular gaming moments and earn community trust through amplifying rewards. In collaboration with Twitch, Adobe was the first brand to test the program in March in a series of sponsored streams with 6 Twitch creators playing Amazon Games New World, which received 3.1 million total views at the time of launch. Oh yeah. This is people who watch me, right? This is what you guys look like watching me. You're like, look at her. It sounds like hello, fellow kids. It's very much. I mean, this is the target audience here is corporate brands, so it's gonna definitely sound like that. They're not trying to connect with us about it. So, and then, okay, this we don't care about. So, how'd they take my picture? Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit further in this article by DigiDay that has, I think some people from Twitch actually speaking about what the presentation was all about. Oh, I don't know why it's going over to the left like that. I don't like that. During Amazon's IAB NewFronts presentation on Monday, Twitch representative Sarah Ios spent most of her allotted time reaffirming her company's commitment to creators. which is so ironic. Just in general, that spent time at Amazon's what is this? Interactive Advertising Bureau presentation for brands that creators cannot access. Okay? That to me is irony that hurts a little bit. As competition mounts between live streaming platforms, Twitch is providing new tools and services to support creators in the production of both personal and branded content. The past year has brought both challenges and opportunities for Twitch. The Amazon-owned live streaming platform reaped the benefits of the overall rise in stream content consumption spurred by the COVID pandemic, with Twitch viewership increasing by 45% in 2021. It remains the dominant live streaming platform, accounting for 71% of total hours watched across Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook gaming in the past year. What's up, Mike? But as Twitch's audience continues to grow, the platform has struggled to keep some of its high-profile creators as engaged and active as they once were. I wonder why, because, let's see, we get 50% of sub revenue, so discoverability is trash, so we're struggling to get discovered. We have to spend more time on other platforms and less time on Twitch, plus we're burning out at a rate higher than ever because of the necessity of always being online and interconnected and basically giving our heart and soul to streaming with no real ways to mitigate, you know, the damage caused by taking time off. Female creators and streamers of color have had to deal with increased harassment in recent months, but Twitch has responded by creating new tools and policies to boost safety and privacy on the platform. The initiatives outlined during Monday's presentation represent Twitch's most recent effort to keep streamers in front of their cameras and working. We're working directly with them to build out new content formats and verticals that really reflect their interests and their passions, as well as the interests and passions of their community, said Twitch's SVP of Global Creators, Constance Knight. iOS's talk at the NewFronts covered two new features for Twitch creators. The first was For Twitch with Twitch, a slate of creator-driven content curated specifically for advertisers. The selection includes independent and creator-led passion projects, such as the travel show hosted by chess playing streamers sisters Alexandra and Andrea Botez, in addition to pre-existing Twitch intellectual properties such as Twitch Rivals. When the Queen's Gambit was on, there was sort of a lightning rod moment for chess, and you could see that reflected on Twitch, which was super cool, said Ios, who serves as Twitch's head of sales in the Americas, in an interview with Digiday. I think examples like that help marketers really understand how much we're driving culture. Other For Twitch with Twitch shows will hinge on the touch points between Twitch and other areas of pop culture, including shopping and college sports. The second major announcement was Co-op Drops, a program allowing brands to get involved in drops, a pre-existing feature wherein viewers could gain in-game rewards for watching live streams. For the first round of Co-op Drops, Amazon art director Charles Bradbury sat down with a prominent Twitch streamer, Shroud, to design a brand new armor set and weapon for the game. Taking viewers' input into consideration, the new items then became available for players to claim as a drop. Because it's an Amazon game, it creates a great synergy, especially for marketers to hear about. None of these new features represent a drastic pivot for Twitch. Creators have always been the central drivers of conversation and activity on the platform, and Twitch has long involved prominent streamers in original content such as Twitch Rivals events. The creators are the heart and the core of everything we do, Knight says. We believe that all creators should feel welcome, supported, and be able to be their authentic selves on the service, which I think is definitely falling short right now. Still, the NewFronts have come at a moment of some vulnerability for Twitch, making the platform's recommitment to supporting its creators a logical move. Over the past year, big-name streamers such as Ludwig and Tim the Tatman have accepted offers to stream exclusively on YouTube Gaming. Twitch star Sykkuno is the most recent to make the jump, announcing his decision Monday, only a few hours after Twitch's NewFronts presentation. Last week, Bloomberg reported rumors that Twitch would be switching its revenue split, with top creators from a streamer favoring 70-30 to an even split, cranking up the pressure even further. Twitch representatives declined to comment. Twitch's new initiatives are designed to support streamers of all sizes, and ultimately, the big names might not be the ones who provide the most value to brands. Though faces like Sykkuno and Carl Jacobs can generate rabid fan engagement and create splashy brand activations, they are far outnumbered by the mid-level streamers whose smaller audiences are just as likely to engage with their brand partners. The announcements at the NewFronts might not prevent the eyes of high-profile talent from wandering, but they could help keep this key group of mid-tier streamers in the fold. Not if you reduce the sub-splits, that's for sure. What is the value of one creator who has 1 million views? Could you get 10,000 creators with 100 views? Says Jason Krebs, Chief Business Officer of live streaming tools and services provider Stream Elements. You have the opportunity to scale an audience now with technology, with hundreds and thousands of creators at a time, and that is new to the advertising community. So, I think the title of this article is definitely more generous than the content of the article. Like, I fail to see how the content that they're building, like, I fail to see how the drops activation and the for Twitch with Twitch will A, scale, and B, not only be the top creators. That's exactly why they lower the split. Cost less, more engagement, I guess, in their eyes. Yeah, that's gonna be a huge problem. They do that. That is for sure. So yeah, I mean, they've unveiled two new things. I don't know. We'll see. But this right here, not even like high profile creators, but in general, just creators and like just creators as a whole. Honestly, I feel like they may be growing in just pure numbers and analytics, but I feel like user sentiment has been plummeting. And I think if you looked at time stream per creator, I don't know this, I'm only speculating, but I would guess if you looked at the average time a creator streams, I guess you'd have to look at like maybe a full-time creator, maybe someone who at the minimum was streaming, you know, 5 days a week 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and seeing how that's changed. I think that you would see a decrease. And I mean, obviously I can only speak for myself because I've definitely streamed less for many reasons. But definitely like the feeling of burning out with Twitch has just been happening at a more and more frequent basis, because I think that it's extremely unhealthy to stream 5-6 days a week, you know, 7 days a week often. A lot of people do that. And just keep that up forever, especially as you get older. I mean, I'm 30 and I definitely can't keep up with that anymore. So I really think there'd be a mass exodus. I think if they change the sub split, I don't think you'd see a mass exodus necessarily. Like people are just gonna drop everything and leave. But I think that hit to their rev, they will be putting more and more time into other platforms, probably start using other revenue sources and building those up, and then as a repercussion, streaming less because they don't have the time. And so if streaming becomes deprioritized for creators, that is a big problem. Like you don't want Twitch to be a second thought. Like no brand, Twitch themselves wants to be sold as Twitch being an afterthought or a secondary tool. They want watch hours. Twitch wants watch hours. They want watch time. They want that. That's their ad seller right there. They want that time to go up. And if you talk about Twitch becoming secondary because creators are happier, make more money, have a much better work-life balance on a different platform, and are also growing more successfully on a different platform, I mean, that's huge. That's a huge problem. That to me is very scary. I think that's a little silly of a concept, Jim. I think that they should just publicize like what you need to get the higher split and make it achievable, instead of like this weird like you have to know someone and like be friend. Like literally, like Twitch has a lot of problems. You want to talk about nepotism? Twitch has a lot of problems with nepotism. It's getting better, but it's because the company now is so big that it's hard to just be nepotic, nepo? I don't know. What is it without the ism? What are the other forms of nepotism? Nepotic? I don't think it's necrotism. Nepocratic? Do you don't think that Twitch is betting that others will rise up and grow and fill the gap? I'm pretty sure that's how they are thinking. But that's not happening. That's what we're seeing is not happening. I feel like if you were to show a graph of the distribution of the viewer to the streamer to viewer ratio, like how many streamers someone has, I think that number is going down, 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 down. I think you're seeing a lot of the top creators have been locked in for years now doing what they do. And I think it's a lot harder for creators to grow right now. I mean, who is the next star of Twitch? Who is up and coming in Twitch? I couldn't even tell you. Like, it's very hard to generate enough momentum to go from a nobody to like a somebody these days through Twitch. So yeah, I don't know. I think that Twitch cares about watch hours, but I don't think they're caring about it in a way that that really makes sense. Like, I think if you care about watch hours, then your number one priority is discoverability, and you make discoverability the best it can be. And that's something that you should really focus on, because creators are struggling to get discovered, and because Twitch has been built off of the more viewers you have, the more you're gonna grow. It still very much exists that way. Their recommended channels thing is like absolutely awful. It just recommends people that you already follow or unfollowed, which is like mind-boggling how bad that is. Their discoverability is absolute trash. I mean, even when I get emails of like, because I have so many Twitch accounts, I get emails of like, hey, look who's live, and it's always XQC. Every single time. It's literally just XQC. Like, do I look like the demographic that watches XQC? Way too smart, way too being a woman, way too old to be XQC's demographic. So what has made you determine that I want to watch XQC? Okay. XQC stand for sure. Jesus. No. It's terrible. When you're like not logged in, the default is like basically showing you toxic dudes, the top toxic male streamers. Hey, this is what you want to watch. That's not very advertiser friendly. I'm surprised that they show XQC as much as they do in those systems, because we talk about the idea of like a brand score for streams. I mean, XQC might be the top dog in terms of hours and viewership. By a good margin. He's definitely not brand friendly. I only get recommended channels I already follow. That to me is very silly. Like, it's just how Twitch works. Everything, the way that Twitch does everything is just the more viewers you have, the more you grow. It's so backwards. That's why people are using like leaning into TikTok and stuff, because TikTok really feels like anyone has a chance, and Twitch does not feel that way. But I feel like they're pretty stubborn on their mindset and the way they do things. And that to me is a really dangerous sign.